Hello everyone. We are today in Stuttgart with the Cessna Citation CJ4 from working title. I'm making this video to show a friend how a video game can be a simulator, a flight simulator, depending on how it's used. So let's go on board. It is my opinion that provided a certain level of realism of a video game is provided, given the attitude, professional attitude of the end user and a certain level of knowledge, then it can be turned into an actual flight simulator. And I believe this is the case of Flight Simulator 2020 with this aircraft that is nearly study level, used seriously. Like I want today to go out of Stuttgart, fly out of Stuttgart, runway 25, fly around and land on an ILS runway 25. And 99% of what we're going to do today, it's real. Another element of realism that is necessary in order to call this game a flight simulator is the hardware. You cannot be using this with a keyboard and a mouse and call the experience you're having a simulation. We're already missing, and there is nothing we can do about it, the G-forces and certain physical elements like turbulence. I do have a butt kicker, which is a vibrator of my chair that gives me some feelings of engine vibration, wheels touching the ground on landing, and stuff like that. But of course, you cannot have the physical experience of G-force and actual turbulence. That's missing, but pretty much everything else is there. Visually, of course, is awesome, and system are replicated with a very high level of fidelity. Now we're going with battery on, master warning and caution reset. We check that the parking brake is set. We put the avionics switch into down below, which is dispatch, is the dispatch mode. Right, it's telling us that we are just on battery. Okay, so we need to start the engine pretty quickly, otherwise we will run out of battery. So I'm gonna put the nav light on, the beacon on. I have an ATC program which I'm not gonna use tonight. That will be adding another element of realism. I'm now pretending to have read the weather, the NOTAMs, and that's something you can do in flight simulation as well. You can load a flight plan. You can do everything, if you want to, that you would do in real life, pretty much. Okay, but I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it short today. We're just flying an IFR, sorry, a VFR flight with an IFR procedure. Okay, that's real as well. It can be done, no issues. So the air conditioning is off. I have put the beacon and nav light. I would now call ground and ask for a clearance to start. Let's say we got the clearance to start, and that's the engine parameters. So I'm gonna start my right engine first. So I'm gonna lift the cover, okay, and I'm gonna click run. And then I'm going to make sure that the power levels are down, and I'm gonna start the right engine. Right. We have oil pressure increasing. You can see it here. N2 is increasing. That's ignition right there. N1 is increasing. Oil pressure is rising. EGT is rising. In this case is ITT. Turbine temperature. We got the starter annunciation. All right, starter is gone, and the right engine is stable. Now the generator is already on, as you can see here. So I'm gonna go avionics switch on. Then the standby goes on as well, and the emergency light gets armed. Okay, I'm pretending everybody's on board, the doors are closed, seatbelt signs is on.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign.
I'm going to dim our displays a bit. Alright, that's maybe too much. Okay, that's done. Up here I should have a little bit of dome lights as well. Cool. So red engine is started. I'm gonna go pause in it and copy our current GPS position, flight plan. All I want is EDDS for Stuttgart. Sorry, that was wrong. Clear, clear. Delta, Delta, Sierra, right there. And we're coming back to the same place, right? Not going anywhere else. Here on my primary display, I like to have rows, and I want the source to be, all right, for the source, I want it to be, yeah, the nav1, and as the bearing pointer, bearing source, I want to be nav2, VOR2. Huh. All right, so why is it there? VOR2, that's fine, and that's off, and an escape. No, I don't want FMS. Why is it giving me FMS? I have no idea. So rows, bearing source, FM1, FMS1, no, VOR1, and then VOR2. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Escape, escape. Cool. So we're going on tune. That's really all I want, and I want to manually tune a local VOR. So that will be Stuttgart 1685, 116.85 to quick 85, and that goes on nav 2. And then we're coming in for an ILS runway 25. So ILS 25, 109.9. Okay, 109.9, and now let's see if I can get out of that situation. Not really. I don't want FMS1. I want instead okay, that's it, that's better. VOR1, perfect. And as a bearing source, that should go off. Okay, that's it. So we got VOR1, which is the ILS, and VOR2, which is Stuttgart VOR. And now we can escape. Now done that. V-speed, I don't care. I'm not gonna put any V-speed. For that, I should put weights and everything, which can be done, of course. This is a very well done CDU and FMC, so it has all the functionality or close to all the functionality. Flight ID, cell call, you got really everything. You got performance, perf init, that will be cruising altitude. I can put like 6,000 feet. At least the system knows that. And cargo, I think the zero fuel weight, if you click there, should give you a setup. No, not if you haven't synchronized with the pilot briefing. So if I go setup, wind, we can see it here. Obviously we could listen to the 80s. I'm not going to, no, though. 200 at 6, that's the wind. So 200 at 6, let's see. Right, runway ID, runway length, runway is the one. The QNH, I think it was 2005. QNH is 1003. 1003. Where is, and temperature, -12 degrees. Right? This is just to show how much can be done. Departure, runway 25, execute, and again performance, takeoff, next page, and we have some speeds which I'm gonna send, and they have been sent in here. So that's how you get your speed. Of course, you could be more precise. Now let's start the second engine. That's that. That's that. We got N2. Oil pressure rising. That's N1. Ignition. Start advisories there. Waiting for some ITT. ITT rise. All the caution and warnings have gone. Engine number 1 is now stable. Flap goes to 1. Trims on the green band. Quick check on oxygen pressure, hydraulic pressure. Right. That's that. So we can put the heading selector on 2.5. That's that. I'm not going to use the flight director for now. What we're going to do, we're going to climb to 6,000 feet, turn right. Well, we climb to 1,000 feet, turn right, climb to 6,000 feet, join a downwind, then descend and come in at, say, 15 miles on final, establish your localizer, glide 3,000 feet, and then come down on the glide slope and land, runway 25. So I want to change this into let's see, baro set. I want to change this into millibar. There, push. No, that's not that. Baro set. Configuration. Maybe it's here in configuration. Pressure. Yes, that's it. Inches. Okay, that's it. Flight director, meters, altitude, angle of attack display. Alright, I don't care about any of those. So we are ready to taxi. The runway we want is 25, so we have to go that way basically. All right. If we want to see how we're gonna go that way, we could do something like EDDS search Stuttgart charts taxi 10-9 10-9. Yeah. All right, so where are we? Let me just check where we are. That's where we are. So runway 25, as we said, is to our left, so we can go straight Foxtrot, left on Sierra, all the way to Alpha. Something like that. So let's say we ask for it. What's the ground frequency here? 12613. Let's see if we can listen today. It is 12613. So tune 126.13. Oops, sorry. 126.13. Is it broadcasting? I want to check something. Bear with me 1 second. 12613. Yeah, that's correct. What does it say in here? General. This 12612. Okay, we have a different information there. So let's try. 126.12. No. Right, doesn't matter. Okay, so we would call ground now and ask for taxi. We get a taxi instruction to straight on Foxtrot, left on, what was it? Foxtrot Sierra Alpha, holding point Alpha, runway 25. All right, so look left, look right. Taxi light. Put logo light. Okay, and the safety briefing can be started as well.
Your attention, please. At this time, please comply
Parking
with the
brake, air
openings,
conditioning
belt and
on,
smoking signs. Thank you.
and let's go. So here we are on Foxtrot. Obviously, I'm cutting a lot of corners here. My purpose is just to show the potentiality of such a software, right? I'm not following all procedures. I left the parking going straight out. That, of course, is not correct. I didn't do any ATC because I didn't start ATC program. I haven't done any checklist, which actually that's not too far from real life. I would fly an aircraft like this without checklist. That's not the end of the world. It's not such a complex aircraft. Of course, it's better to use checklist all the time. Checklists are included in this software, in this avionics. We have the checklist button there. You see, normal checklist menu, blah, blah, blah. But I don't care too much. Right, as we're taxiing out, I can hit terrain over there. In fact, I don't want to have it there. And Stuttgart, I want it here. Terrain there. That's terrain. And the range, what's the range there? Okay, minimal range. And the next thing to do is traffic here and traffic there. So TCAS is being enabled visually on PFD and ND. As I'm taxiing out, I can do a flight control check. Let's see if I can bring the control column. Full left, full right, full back, full forward, and we have been checking the rudder as we taxi. Okay, let's slow down a bit here. Coming up to holding point Alpha, runway 25, and that's Alpha there, identified. Okay, holding point Alpha, perfect. So parking brake set. I want to adjust lights a bit better. Internal light off at night. That's maybe too much. Okay, cool. I like that. So no flight director, no nothing. That's cool. So we keep runway heading 1,000 feet, then we turn right, climbing 6,000 feet on a reciprocal heading. And TCAS. So we got TA array, TCAS. I just want it above, not below. And relative TA array, key not active. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's clear that. Alright, so I'm gonna go tune. That's all I want, to be honest. What's on the next page? Nothing important. Okay. The course selector should be 25. That's it, 250. Cool. So, taxi light off, landing light on, transponder is on. Weather, there is no weather today, so I'm going to keep it on terrain. I want to check on the scale though. Let's do format. Upper menu. Rows, arc. That I want present position here. That's it. That's better. Escape. Now we can see the miles. 2.5. I want to change that. Aha. That's it. 12 miles. That's better. Okay. So we got cleared for line up and takeoff. We got flaps. We got trims. Flight control check. We got V-speed. And let's put pitot and static 1 and 2 on. Parking brake released. Left is clear. Right is clear. We would run a before takeoff checklist, of course. So the plan again is 1,000 feet runway heading, and then right turn heading 070. We would identify the runway heading to make sure that we got to the correct runway. Not that you can make that mistake here in Stuttgart. So parameter, engine parameter, flaps and trims, landing light, seat belts on, strobe, and I don't know about this actually. What the heck is that? I don't know. Pulse light, whatever. All right, ready? Let's go. That guy made a go around. It's because of us. All right, this aircraft has full authority digital engine control, so I can go full power. We got takeoff. Airspeed alive, 80 knots, 90 knots, that's rotation. Okay, positive brake. Gear up. Gear are in transit. Flaps up. Power to climb. Alright, keep runway heading. That's 1,000 feet. Turn right. Heading 070. Climbing to 6,000 feet. Gonna reduce my rate. I'm not interested in such a dramatic rate. Let it accelerate to 250 knots. I'm gonna keep about 2,000 feet a minute. Is slowly accelerating, which is perfect. Okay, there is 2,000 feet a minute. So that's the pitch that gives me 2,000 feet a minute, so I keep that. Still accelerating. Now it's 2,500. Okay, 230. 3,000 feet a minute, 1,000 feet to level off. So I want 1,000 feet a minute now. We're coming up for the heading. And rolling out. Keep on climbing. Okay, the heading is there. Rate of climb, speed. Perfect, 069, perfect heading, perfect speed. I need to climb just a tad more. Keep climbing. .069 on the heading. Speed is good. So gear and flaps are up. Gear up, that's fine. 5,900. Heading is perfect. Speed is perfect. We're 40 feet to go. And that's it. We are now at 6,000 feet. I'm gonna level off here. Right. We are 6 miles now. That's a DME from the ILS. Course 249, let's go. Okay, 250. Now I don't know what the course exactly is. I don't care too much. But now we are 6,000 feet, 249. And I'm gonna do a landing light off. Just like a after takeoff kind of checklist. Nice. Let's see the wing, left wing. That's fantastic. Look at the interior from the window. Isn't that pretty? All right, so we're still correct altitude. So 10 miles. Let's start our descent. Seatbelts are still on. Let me put the landing light back on. I'm gonna descend, just reducing a little bit of power. "13 miles. I think I can turn in now. I want 25 to 30 degrees of bank. Power to idle. I want to reduce my speed. 14.5 miles. That's awesome. The aim was 15 miles out, which we're going to exceed just a tiny bit. The ID is India Sierra Tango Whiskey, which we could check on the chart, but I don't care. Of course, we would have to set the minima. I don't care about that either at the moment. All right, let me widen my turn, as the localizer is not yet active, so I can flatten my descent because we are below the glide. So all I need is, there it is. There is our friend, the localizer. So 30 degrees of bank. We will overshoot, maybe. Okay, speed is good. Alright, well, basically we haven't officially overshot at all. Keep on descending 500 feet a minute with the speed minimum clean, which we have, just a tad more than minimum clean. Alright, here we go. Glide slope is alive. Want to keep descending to maintain like a CDA, constant descent. 500 feet a minute is my minimum rate of descent to call it a CDA. Otherwise it isn't. Otherwise it's cheating. Okay. Alright, we got the localizer centered, so we're gonna harmonize our track with the course inbound. I want to keep minimum clean until we are on the glide. That's 9.5 miles on final. Still 500 feet a minute. Not less than minimum ref for flap 15. Alright, looks like we are on the glide, pretty much. So, flap 1, watch out for the ballooning effect, which is pretty severe on this aircraft. It's okay. Gonna get it back, don't worry. That's okay. Let's keep 1500 feet a minute. 6 miles. Gear down. Gear is in transit. Whoa. Alright, that's too much maybe. Alright, 1500 is okay. Alright, now back to 1000 or less, because we are on the glide. That's it. I like 1000. No more, flap full. Now what I'm gonna do, since I have no approach speed set, I'm gonna go for a speed that gives me like a flat approach with the correct rate of descent, which is probably some 600-700 feet a minute. Yeah, right there. I like that. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I think 126 is fine. Now gear is down 3 green, flaps is full, 35. Alright, time to stabilize the whole bloody thing. Attitude. Yeah, watch out for that localizer. That's the glide slope. 500. Keep going. That's good. I think we can look up now, considering how not precise this whole story is. That's the runway. 4 red is a bit strange. Of course, what to believe, the glide slope of the puppy. And just gonna keep descending like that. Power idle. Alright, touchdown. Spoiler. There is no reverse on this aircraft. Let it slow down before we apply any brakes. Okay, brake a little. Keep the center line. We take the next available to the right. That's it. That's vacate. And we're gonna stop here. Bring the flaps up. Okay, trim can go back to the green band. Right there. We got the landing light that needs to commute into a taxi light. Taxi. Strobe goes off. TCAS standby. And we pitot, of course, off. And we're good to go. Let's have a look at where we are. Basically, we are back to where we started. So we go left, right, and we park. So clear left, clear right. Weather radar was never turned on, so we don't care about that. So left. Right. This is Foxtrot. We're going in the way we should have originally, without cutting through the parking. I think we can just choose a place where to put our aircraft, where there's a bit of light. Ooh, spoiler. All right. I'm just gonna leave it here. How about that? Spoiler. Let's check on the flaps and the spoiler. Just for fun. Why not? Okay, that's done. So the next thing next is to turn off taxi light, and we can kill the engine. And that would take the beacon off. Belts and safety. Cancel, cancel. Parking brake. Air conditioning is off. Yep, that's done, and then we can continue shutting everything down. But I think I made my point. I don't know who would say that this is not a flight simulation. If it isn't, then I don't know what it is, to be honest. Look at that. Look at that. I think it's awesome. Well, one thing we can all agree about, it's a lot of fun. If you like flying, if you like procedures, airplanes in general, I mean, this is, when I was a kid, I would have killed for something like this. So I like this shit. I don't know about you, but I really do. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're a real world pilot, this is a great tool to keep your skills going. It's much more difficult to fly than a real aircraft. So if you're good at this, then you're gonna master any aircraft. So it's very, very valuable. The point is, game or flight simulation, the point is it a valuable instrument? If you play with it, then it isn't. It's just fun. If you go crash around, then it could be fun, but I think it's a very short-lived kind of fun. If you take it very seriously, if you know what you're doing, then this is a perfect tool for training. So then it becomes a flight simulator, because the complexity that this platform, if you use the correct aircraft, not the default one, but something which is more that has a higher fidelity level, like this aircraft here, then you can really train your skills. Skills that then you can employ in real life. Or if you're not a real pilot in real life, then you can acquire here real flying skills. Not everything, not 100%, but some, most, I would say, real flying skills. So then this is a flight simulator. If that's the way you use it, this by all means a flight simulator. You look at the CDU, how it works, the primary flight display, navigation display, electric system, flaps, flight controls, anti-ice, it works. In this simulator, in a proper condition, it will accumulate ice, and you get rid of ice with the system. So, man, this is really real. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this short flight with me here in Stuttgart on the Cessna Citation CJ4 from Working Title. Working Title is the software house that did this beautiful, beautiful machine for Flight Simulator 2020. Okay, that's it for now. And if you like the video, you can put a like on it. I would suggest not to subscribe to the channel because 99.9% of my content is not in English. So this was a special video for a particular reason, so I don't think my channel will be of your interest, but I would appreciate a like if you can. All right, thank you for flying with me, and see you next time. Bye bye.